Hello guys, welcome again to her journey channel. I'm so excited. I'm going to the gym guys in a few, so I want to really do this in very few minutes so that I can rush. I really go to the gym. I go to the gym countable times in a month or in 2 months, but then I reciprocate it with swimming and walking a lot. So make sure you do your exercises. It's very vital to exercise, so ensure you do that. So guys, this video is about the Bosnia trip. I was supposed to go to Bosnia 6.5 weeks ago. I was excited, packing, planning and going with you guys to the airport, but I wasn't given a boarding pass. It was so sad. And so I said, let me take this chance to explain to those who don't know what I also didn't know. It's very vital, because if I had this information before that day, I will not be in the trouble that I was in. I was very, 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 very sad on that night. So I was going to Bosnia Herzegovina and I was transiting through Istanbul, and I didn't have a Schengen visa. I went to find out the price of this charger bag. It only costs $10. I highly recommend. It's waterproof, your charger is safe, your cable is safe, and it's beautiful, it's sexy. I highly recommend. I bought this from Amazon. So guys, when I was young, when my mom used to send me food from Shags, she used to tie the sack that she's put food with a piece of cloth that I know. That was to help me identify which sack is mine, because you know when luggage arrives, there are many of them, so it's really difficult trying to find out which one is yours. So I carried that hack. When I'm traveling, I usually put a mark on my suitcase like this one. Now this is some carrier bag. I took a small piece and closed it here and this other side. So this one is to help me identify my bag easily and quickly. This is something I'm teaching you guys for free, because my suitcase, I know, I'm very sure it's not very unique. I will find so many people with the same color and same type. If yours is unique, or you have those clothes, suitcase clothes that you can put yours, that's better. But I'm sure I'll get so many people with this type, so I put a mark. This was taught by my mom and another one there. So I think these things that parents do really go a long way. An appreciation to my mother. So guys, I'm ready. We are leaving. I'm in the taxi headed to the airport. I keep losing my neck pillow all the time. So this time I'm not getting it off my neck. I'm not ready to buy another one. It's around, I think, 6 something. I'm passing somewhere to drop a few things and then I go to the airport. I'm supposed to check in at 11. My flight is at 2 a.m. See you guys. I'm stopping over at Istanbul. That's the name, yeah. I'm at the airport. I have an hour and 30 to check in, so I have enough time. I'm having a snack. I'm having some chicken and fries and milkshake. Here is my luggage. So guys, today I'm using Turkish Airlines. I'm going to Europe, Bosnia. This is the second time I'm using a different airline. The first time I used a different airline from KQ. I've always been using KQ because I get discounted flights. Last time when I went to South Africa, that's the first time I used a different airline, which was Ethiopian Airline. I actually realized Ethiopian Airline is very special because I used economy. It's very special. So this time I'm trying a different one and I can't wait to see the experience. Yeah, I'm in makeup today, one of those rare days. I rarely do makeup, so it looks nice to feel different and to look good. See you guys, I don't know, maybe at Istanbul or Sarajevo. I'll be there for 7 nights. I cannot wait to have that experience.
A few moments later.
Hello guys, I haven't managed to travel. They have refused to give me a boarding pass because I don't have a Schengen visa. It is supposed to be visa free for me, but since I'm transiting, I need to have a Schengen visa. My plane has already left. I don't know if I should even be smiling. I've been crying, my eyes are red, but it's not going to help. So the only option I have is to get a different plane that is going direct. There is none. No airline is going direct today, tomorrow, Emirates until the day after tomorrow. I'd already paid for the hotel. They cannot refund because it's too late. I don't know if the airline is going to refund me. I feel so bad. That's wastage of money. And the ticket was not discounted. But then this is one of the, when traveling there are always pros and cons. So this is one of the cons. You're never sure until you have that boarding pass. So let's see if I'll still manage to go to Bosnia. I hope I will because my mind is set. I don't even feel like going home because even if I go home, it will be so boring. I don't know if I should stay here at the airport for the next 36 hours, but that will be too much on me. Such a bad day. One thing that I've forgotten to mention is that I was using a flight agent. This was the second time I was using a flight agent. I did use a flight agent when I went to South Africa. So this time when I came back, I was tired, really put out. I had 2 days of preparing. Remember, I had jet lag. I was supposed to prepare myself to unpack, to pack, and then go to the websites and start checking for flights. I said, no, I'm not boarding. So I decided, let me use an easy way of getting a flight agent to offload me all those struggles. And I did. I used the flight agent I had previously used to South Africa. I'm not going to mention the agent or the tour name. So what happened, I wasn't given a boarding pass because I didn't have a Schengen visa and I was transiting through Istanbul. If I could go straight to Bosnia, it could be better. Because I am not a citizen in Istanbul or any country in Europe. It's like when I went to South Africa, I had a layover in Ethiopia. So Ethiopia is not very difficult because it's in Eastern Africa. Yeah, I'm so sorry. It's in Eastern Africa. So they didn't need me to have a visa. So I thought the same case that happened in Ethiopia and South Africa could be the same case that was going to happen here. So I didn't research so well and I left everything for my flight agent to do that because she understood I didn't have a visa and I had done it with her when I went to South Africa. So I knew she had more information. Not I knew, she actually had or has more information than I did. So I trusted her. For 2 days I came back, I had to sleep, jet lag. The first day was sleeping and then the second day is planning. I had to pack, I had to unpack. It was such, I didn't have enough time. Let me say I didn't have enough time. So I didn't even counter check with her. When I went, I was told I cannot go unless I have a Schengen visa and the flight was leaving. The next flight was supposed to be in 2 days. I was in Dubai. So the next flight was, I was using Turkish airline. The next flight was Fly Dubai and that was on Sunday, if I remember very well. And the next flight could leave on, no, it was on Saturday. And the next flight was supposed to leave on Monday. So that was a day after, like more than 24 hours after. And when I was denied the boarding pass, the first thing I did was call my flight agent and told her this is happening. So I had paid for my flight round trip and I'd made hotel reservations for six nights. I was going to be there for 6 nights and 7 days. The mistake I made, and I wouldn't want anyone to make a mistake, is booking for all those days. If you're going somewhere, most especially those who are going for a vacation, just book the hotel you book, just book it for a day or two. Maybe if the hotel is nice and you like it, you can add more days, and never pay. I've learned this the hard way. Never pay. What you do, there are hotels that allow you to book and then you pay once you arrive. And there are hotels that you are able to cancel. So when you're checking out, ensure you check hotels that cancellation is free, and then hotels that you can pay once you arrive. Don't be like me. Don't be like me. I'm learning it the hard way. So after going to South Africa, did you guys watch my South African vlog? Please go and watch it and see what happened in Kruger National Park. I'm yet to go back to South Africa, but to Cape Town. So I contacted my flight agent, and then she told me what we do. We don't have an option because Turkish Airlines is already leaving. We can't get a visa right now. I didn't have a Schengen visa. And I want to let you guys know that for me, Bosnia is visa free. The only problem is I wasn't going straight. I was stopping. I was having a layover. So if I was going straight, it could be okay. So I couldn't get a visa at that time. It was already midnight, and there's no office that can do that in a rushy manner. So what we had to do was to cancel the flight. So she told me we have to cancel before the plane leaves. It was leaving in about an hour to 30 minutes. They're in between. We cancelled. So I knew it's not a no-show. When you do a no-show, you get deducted. They refund you, but they deduct around, like for me, I had paid, let me say in dollars. I will actually attach the message of my payment message here so that you guys can see. It really costed me, and they were supposed from all that amount, they were supposed to deduct $260 for no-show. But for me, this wasn't a no-show. So I knew there's an amount that could be deducted, but probably less, $260. And I was okay with that. So I stayed at the airport for 2 to 3 hours. I don't know what I was doing or thinking. I was very, very disappointed. And then I went back home. Let me also tell you the advantages of using these flight agents. One, they've done this for a very long time, so they have a relationship with these hotels, resorts, and all that. So it's easier. Familiarity, when you know someone, it's easier than when it's your first time. And they save you time. Like me, I was tired. I had just 2 days, which was one night, and then a whole day. I was leaving the following day at night. So I felt like I could arrive in Bosnia when I'm very, very tired. I said I wanted to rest, and then I unpack, and then I pack, and then there is some package I was supposed to drop somewhere. So I didn't want all that hassle of going to different websites and booking sites and getting confused, and I had a very short period of time. So they save you your time. And then another thing, they have destination insights. Maybe they've booked places to certain destinations so many times, and they could tell you this is a better place, this is a better deal, maybe you could do this. And if you are going on vacation and you want to tour different places, they could tell you, oh, you're going to this place, you can also visit this place, it's cheap, it's nice, and such like things. So that is one of the advantages of using flight agents. They know very small details that we don't know, because we don't do those trips regularly. Even if we do them all the time, it's different parts of the world. Like for me, I was in South Africa, and then Bosnia, and then Georgia. It's not like I'm going to Bosnia every other time. It's not like I'll be going to Georgia every other time. It's once. Maybe I will never go to Georgia again. Because the flight agents have built relationships with these booking sites or hotels and resorts over time, they could also save you from making bad decisions, especially in accommodation. You know, sometimes the pictures we see online is not, you know, this phrase that goes, what you order versus what you get. Sometimes the pictures you see could be edited, or someone could use pictures of a different place. So for them, they have special offers that are not available to the public. to the general public, and since they book those trips over and over again, they know what let me use accommodation, what accommodation is good, and it could save you. That is another advantage of using a of using a flight agent than booking by yourself or using booking sites. Like it's an assurance. They know better. They've done that, and for you that is booking for the first time, it's a gambling thing. So the fact that I'm giving you advantages of using a flight agent means not all flight agents are bad. Not everyone's experience is going to be bad. It's only that mine was bad, and there are some people who didn't know, like I didn't know. So I'm enlightening you. There are advantages, there are disadvantages. Some days are good, some days are bad. So my trip to Bosnia was my bad day. And just like the Bible says, lack of knowledge and ignorance. Yeah, I learned it the hard way. So another advantage of using a flight agent is that you can get an upgrade. When I hear of upgrades, I've gotten a flight upgrade more than once to business class, and it feels so good. So you can get a room upgrade, and there are things like not all hotels offer Wi-Fi. You can get things like breakfast, free Wi-Fi, and you can request late check-in, late check-in or check-out at no additional fee. Like you can also ask that for yourself, but it's easier when they ask, when they are asking, because they are given priority because they bring in more customers. So yeah, flight agents are good. Just ensure you know what you're doing. You give your flight agent enough details. I also didn't give her enough details. Additionally, since they've been in this game for long, they actually are not easy to fall prey to con women and con men, unlike me, who was doing it for the second time. So there are booking sites sometimes that are not legit. So for them, it's easy for them to identify what's legit and what's not. I'm not saying you cannot identify that on yourself. I'm just saying they have an upper hand. Another thing is they can help you. Let's say you have a workshop or conference in a certain, or an event in a certain hotel, and that hotel is expensive. They can help you know which hotel is cheaper but close there. That is also something you can do on your own. So I'm just trying to let you guys know that I had a bad experience, but it's not like every flight agent is bad. It's not like every time you'll book a flight or anything with them, you'll get a bad experience. So this is the good side of the flight agents. Another thing, if you have a problem, like me, you see, when I had a problem, I was told I want to be given a boarding pass. I was able to call my flight agent immediately and converse with her and text her. It is actually easier communicating with the flight agent than a booking site, because for a booking site you have to follow regulations, you have to call and wait. For me, it was just a call away. So that is another advantage. So now let me tell you other disadvantages, because you always have pros and cons to everything. Starting with mine, you could be conned. There are agents or travel companies that could be legit but still give you a bad experience. Like me, for me, her company was legit. She was actually doing the business, because the first trip went well. So the second one is when everything didn't go well. I don't blame her, because I also contributed. But the problem is when she was given money to refund to me, she didn't want to do that, and she didn't want to give me and to show me that the company has refused to refund. Later, she went and cooked some emails that anyone can know those were not legit emails, but that case was handled, and that is why I waited up to this time so that I can do this when the time is right. Isaiah 60:22. So I had to wait so that I can give information when everything is done and dusted. Yeah, so there are those that are not legit and there are those that are legit. So booking trips by yourself saves you the panic attacks, trust issues, and the waiting. Because when you book by yourself, you go to the booking site or you go to the hotel, so you don't have to use another middle person. It is doing everything directly. So that is the advantage of it. You rely on yourself. There is no dependency on anyone. So like in my case, I was always waiting for that flight agent to communicate to me, the hotel to communicate to her, and then her to give me information. Because when I was communicating to the hotel direct, it was taking time because I'm not the one that had made the reservations. That is one of the main problem. And then the issue of being legit or not, you can always try and check if the agent you're using is registered. And there are complaints that are registered with Better Business Bureau or other agencies like the scam detector that will help you know if that agent is legit. You can also go to that agent's website and check the reviews. Probably if the reviews are positive and negative, you can read through them. There could be a negative review, but it's what is the negativity? Is it about delays or anything? Like, you can get into it for you to know how much to trust the agent you are using. Another disadvantage is there are some agents that charge commission. Mine was not, and many others were not charging because they get paid directly from the hotel or from the booking sites. So if you get charged, that's a disadvantage because that's another added money that is going somewhere that couldn't if you are booking by yourself. Another disadvantage is it has less flexibility. When you're doing it for yourself, there's a lot of flexibility. You can change the date without having to trouble another person. And another one, there may be restrictive terms and conditions imposed by OTAs when you are changing, maybe cancelling, or there is an automatic room reselling policy, ATL. It's just a lot than when you're doing it by yourself. Another one, if you have a travel credit reward, you will not reap all the benefits by yourself because there is you and then there is the agent. You have to share that, and the percentage of sharing is different. You may end up even getting lesser money than the agent you're using. So for me, I will never use a flight agent. And for those people, I'm doing this video to enlighten you. For those who never want or want to consider, here the advantages I've given you, and the disadvantages, which the advantages are more than the disadvantages. So it's all up to you. I didn't finally go to Bosnia, but I'll plan a trip to Bosnia sometime soon because I had already researched on places to go and visit and activities to do. So I keep feeling bad that I didn't manage to do that. So for me to get settled, I will. I don't know if it's the OCD in me. I'll have to just do that, maybe sooner or later, but I'll have to go to Bosnia. I'll try going direct. If it doesn't work, I'll get myself a Schengen visa. It's not very difficult at this moment. So yeah, guys, I also want to really thank you for being here. Thank you for subscribing. I'm so grateful. I'm very indebted. Thank you for the encouragement. Your girl is happy. And thank you for 500 subscribers. We are moving. I'm so happy because I started this recently and I'm already seeing progress. So I wasn't going to do this alone. I'm very grateful to everyone that has contributed to this. Thank you guys, and see you on the next. Bye-bye.